All right. Oh, that might have been a bit too loud. Very sorry about that. All right. Excuse the short delay here. All right. Just got some water and a little bit of hot chocolate because I can. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing all right. Okay. So, I thought I'd make this a daily thing here, actually. Where we left off yesterday. In other words, trying to build the armature. But I'm going to yes, I'm going to put it at the beginning of the stream as a warm-up exercise, I suppose. Let me just... Can't I just merge all of them? Is there no merge button? I wish to merge these three into one. Whatever. I'll just leave it like this and group them instead. No group. Reference. And then we rename this as what would I call this? I guess paint layer would just be enough, huh? Oh, paint layer. All right. Guess I guess it's gonna be the paint layer. Okay, what is this? I don't need you. So you are excused. Here we have the reference. All right, let me just... I think I'll have to move some stuff in here. Can I move all of these at once? I can, okay. It's actually not too bad. I guess this is close enough. In reality, I'd just like to push the middle a bit further down, but I mean, I guess I can, since they are far enough apart from one another. Whoops. Not like so. Okay. Anyway, the goal of these gesture drawings that I plan on doing here, I suppose, would be to get used to drawing full bodies as much as possible. Get used to the angles and perhaps a little bit of foreshortening. Mainly just keeping the energy of the pose. Training the eye to, I suppose you could say, find the action line. But I don't know, I mean, There are some like tutorials on the internet, right, for how to properly do gesture drawings, right? And a lot of them advise you to, oops, find the action line first, which I understand. I mean, no, actually, no, I don't really understand why. Why is that important? Like specifically, don't quite. I don't know. I don't quite understand it. I mean, and basically, I'm just questioning whether or not doing it like so is actually beneficial to me. Because, you know, that's usually the issue when you go to any, like, when you turn to anyone with a curriculum type of advice, generalized advice, right? It doesn't take into account your skill level and what you want to achieve the quickest, right? It's, you know, it's baseline stuff, which is why it is a curriculum for a bunch of people, you know, and not individualized. I don't know how to say this. Yes, that essentially. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Found some interesting mix. Create a board. Mix. It's a. Oh well, whatever. Ooh, I like. Ooh, I like this architecture picture too, but I don't know. Is it real? Doesn't look terrible. Oh well. Well, it was pretty funny yesterday after the stream ended. I got a video recommended by Chomang or Chomang, I don't know. That was basically him drawing the exact same pose, gesture basically, that I found for the practice, but decided against the one with weirdly set, like the weirdly offset face. It looked like she was wearing a poorly made human mask, essentially. It was pretty interesting, certainly. I guess, you know, where do you go, right, to find pictures, if not for Pinterest? Might have like some. Oh, I'm liking this. I wonder who made this. There's not much, you know, there's not many places to go to, you know, find pictures of people that would fit like gestural design or practice rather, sorry. Oh, I'm liking this. Okay, I'm thinking about this one. This looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. I like it. I definitely have to focus a little bit more just about like perspective. So I guess the biggest point in these gesture drawings for me personally is going to try and find ones with interesting perspectives, you know? And try to build an armature that I can quickly just put on paper to get a drawing going, you know? This doesn't look too bad. Actually, I'd rather take this. This is not terrible. Not terrible at all. There you go, gesture. I just found like a picture for Shiori's hair, I guess you could say. Or something that's very similar. Now the hair flows, you know? Alright. Let's see, can we find one male pose? I just want to get at least one to, I don't know, perhaps internalize the difference here a little bit. I think I'll need two amateurs, male and female. I mean, I guess if I think about it, I guess I don't. I could just make one that's more based on either or, right? Either male or female, and then add or subtract from it to get the opposite sex, I guess. I guess I could do that too. We'll see. Don't want to have to think too much about this, just want to find an interesting gesture now. But I've been thinking about like some of these drawings I see from, what's his name, Tencent? No. Not Tencent is fucking Naruto. Like this Chinese artist with these, what would you call this? Neo-Bridgman? Bridgman? Was that the word? Was that the guy? Let me see. Maybe I'm confusing. No. Let me see. George Bridgman. It was, okay. Okay. I wasn't sure for a second there. George Bridgman. Yeah. It's basically like, I don't know, Neo Bridgman type drawing style, I guess. It kind of looks, or rather reminds heavily of how Bridgman's work like flowed, I guess, and just a general atmosphere, not necessarily style, but something along those lines. And it still has this like modern or like, I guess, kind of plastic vibe to it. It's a bit difficult to describe if you haven't seen it before, and I don't quite remember the name of the artist. I just remember that he's like Chinese. He has a bunch of art courses, I think. There's some interesting stuff, but I shouldn't get lost now in this. Let me see. Let me just click on a male pose here really quickly. Not too interested in this. Anything else? This guy, maybe. What would this guy be? What's the nationality of like the, what's his name? The Rock? I don't know, I don't remember his name now. Memory is a bit flaky today, I guess. Bit flaky. Bit too flaky. Ooh. Damn. That's one hell of a way of doing this so far. Right, okay, interesting. I've been meaning to draw guns too, because I'm pretty terrible at that. And I'd like to at least at some point be able to draw like sci-fi mech stuff and maybe like guns as well. So, you know, I'd have to eventually get around to it. I've seen a bunch of Korean artists do this. Or rather, one specific one, but I can't read his name because I don't speak Korean. Let me see. This guy basically looks just like a... I don't know what this is supposed to mean. At user CM2C1HW2U. This is like perfect name. Anyway, he draws nice weapons. Or rather, he draws them really well. I'd like to understand in more detail how he does it. His art style is also very much something I'd like to be able to replicate to an extent. I just like his way of I don't know how I would call this. This pencil feel his drawings have, despite being digital. I just like traditional art, I guess, you know. At least in his sketches, it looks really, really nice. Alright. Anyway, we'll just turn this off. Alright. I think I found some interesting things here. Let me just grab them. Try not to get lost. I'd really like to do the whole timed gesture practice, but I haven't taken the time to find a program to do that. It shouldn't be too difficult, right? But in that sense, then worst case scenario, I just try to make it myself. So I'm quite interested in making games anyway. If I can start off with making a few useful tools that I'd like to use to get better in a different skill, something smaller, you know. And if you think about it, it's just a slideshow anyway. All the UI stuff it's basic. Might even be possible to implement something like this just through a random batch script. You know, it's really not that difficult, at least not in principle. I don't know how it would be in coding specifically, but I might want to check this out. I'd have to probably take the weekend off to try it. I don't know. I mean, it's just practice anyway. It's something I would do either way, which is why I'm just recording it, just for like a personal thing. I feel like I'm a bit more dedicated when there's the potential of other people seeing what I'm doing here. And I genuinely would like to help someone if that's somehow within my purview. Alright. So I like this. I like this camera angle. Let me just grab this. Save image as. Let me just navigate here. Sorry for the wait. Drawings, reference, characters, full body. Yes, this is the actual human person, it would appear. me open link. Right. Open image. Okay. Maybe something more dynamic that's not just a challenging perspective. Maybe something more powerful. I don't think I have anything saved for that right now. I want something with a bit more energy here. Let me see, maybe through this image I find some recommendations here. This is certainly interesting, yeah? I'll take this one. Alright. Save it to gesture. I'd really like a male pose as well, but I don't want to spend the next 80 minutes just looking for stuff. Right, that's kinda, it sucks. Ain't nobody wanna do that. Did I save you already? I didn't. Okay, good. Close this. Let's keep this open for now. It kind of looks AI generated here. I've seen this person. All right. Yeah. Through one of Chomang's videos, I think. I've seen this girl before. Right. Yes, I remember. Actually, I'm just gonna sneakily add that to gestures. Alright. There's a male. Oh, this may not be real. Let me go back to the guy we had yesterday. See where I'm at. Home. Hey, those recommendeds were nice. I like those. Bring them back. Oh man. I guess I should save a basic Asaro head as well. Would this qualify as a Asaro head? Not really, I would say. Oh well. Hey, this is good. Put it on the max, even though it isn't a one. Even though it is not a one mech. Okay. Anyway. Gesture. View board. There we go. Sorry. It's taking a bit longer than I would like it to. Ooh, I'm liking this one. Yes. I like this energy. Okay, I guess we'll do 4 images. We'll see. Save image. His face is a bit weird. That's nice looking. Okay, excuse me. 4 images. I guess I should make a specific folder specific for this type of like practice, huh? Because I have a bunch of images saved. They're kind of, you know, don't want to put nude more, especially since I just took those from what's it called? Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There's one more missing. Sorry about that. I'll try and set this up quickly. But I don't want to, the reason I'm not doing this beforehand, I mean, might just be because I'm lazy, I don't know. But I at least like to delude myself into believing that it's like a vibe thing. I just want to feel the pose, before I'm drawing it. And I don't know if, this feeling would hold on. I just want to keep it fun, interesting for myself and hopefully everyone watching, Maybe a bit more planning wouldn't be too bad. To at least have this stuff at the ready. I don't know. Could certainly try. Okay. Perfect. Let me just check if everything is looking all right on the other side. This is okay. Oh yeah, and I'm not too sure about it, but at least it would seem that the audio issues I had yesterday, the constant static noise, is actually baked into the music itself. So it might not necessarily be an error, technical difficulty. It seems to be part of the music. So anyway, let me just quickly check here. All right. Never mind. Never mind. I forgot in between how this sounded. Because, in my mind, for some reason, I was very certain that it sounded just like regular static, but this is more like a wave form static thing. I don't know how to call it. Like it goes up and down. It does weird stuff. Like actually weird stuff. So for today, let me just turn it off. Okay. All right, let me just turn this off and I'll just capture the background audio. All right. Let's go down here. This should at least in theory be all right, somewhat. I don't know. Maybe there's an issue with VLC and OBS because the way I'm doing it right now, and I don't know if there's a better one, probably through a plugin or something. But I'm basically I'm adding like a VLC source, a video source, and through that I'm just playing the background music within the scene of OBS, within an OBS scene. I can mute and adjust and stuff. But what I'm now gonna try is just play it in the background. I don't know how loud this should be. Maybe like so. Okay, my ear is hurting a lot, so let me just. I hope this is not gonna be a massive impairment now, but I have like some sort of an infection. in the ear. I don't know what you call the quote unquote illness. Let me just try and put some eardrops in, because this is not what it should feel like. I'll be right back with you. I hope everything... Alright, let me just transition again. I wonder if it is actually capturing now. It's kind of not telling me that it is. I don't know. Let's put it here. Okay, let me just see if anything is getting recorded here. Alright. It seems the issue is persistent. Maybe there's something with the encoding in OBS. Alright. Oh, sorry about the echo here. Sorry about that. Alright, okay. I'll be right back with you. Give me a moment. Alright, I hope everything is going well here. It's a bit of a thing here. Let me just make sure the music is being recorded. I think it is. It's hard to say. It is not telling me too much here. Okay, let's stick with the vertical output. Anyway, I hope it's working. Otherwise, you are stuck with only my voice. Perhaps that's what you came here for. I don't know. Let me just quickly, under reference, import all of the drawings. Okay, so thinking of doing 4. Oh wait, I forgot to... This one, this one, this one, there's one more I'm missing. Somewhere in here. Not seeing it. Not seeing it at all. Oh, there it is. Okay. There you are. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay. Should I just import all of them? No, let's just do it one by one. Alright, so first one as new layer. below here, please. Can I, like... Oh, well, whatever. Let's just stick here. It's certainly a bit weird, because now I have to hold my head, like, angled very far to the right here. It's a bit, not so fun to do while drawing, but it will work out. Okay, so these two, I don't think you've seen the last one. I'll explain in just a bit. I've basically looked for two with interesting perspective and another two with particularly, maybe not particularly, but like with more powerful or energetic gesture. So let me just put all of these below here. All right, come over here. Actually, I kind of want roughly the same. Not too much. Let's just. I actually shouldn't. Should keep the aspect ratio, even if the image gets a bit larger as an effect, as a consequence. Sorry. English. There we go. I'm watching a bit of Pale today as well. Certainly fun. Heals the soul. What are you doing here? Come over here. Just get you roughly the same size. Okay. And then this one. Right. All right. Can I align you all? No, I can't. I mean, I guess I could, import them as reference images instead. Because apparently there's like an option for that too. Let me just try that with one of these pictures. Let's take this here. Insert as reference image. Right, and this one I think, right, this one I can actually put here on the side. Which wouldn't actually be bad. All right, but I like this more because I have full control over the images. Sometimes I feel like reference images don't want to be moved after the fact. So like after importing them and clicking off of them, they like, what would you call this? Lock in place. And I'm not about that. Anyway, we'll do pretty much the same for these. But let me instead also, let me try, actually let's keep it like this. All right, I'll try to do this below here. Is this thick enough? Not really. Also, I kind of want to try like a ball pen. I think this is a good base. Okay, let me try. So I have a very basic round brush. that has all pressure options disabled, which means that it doesn't, how should I say, it's just the same consistency all the way through the entire line, basically. I don't want to increase the size. I would like to decrease the strength, though. I don't know. Maybe it's flow? Like, I really don't understand some of these options, or rather, all of them. I don't understand any of them. Okay. It's a bit, it actually have to be more, leaning a bit more to the side here. It's not a particularly fun way of doing this right now. But I basically have like a lighter, yes, infection in the ear. I don't know what you call it in English. Like ear canal infection or something? I don't know. At least that would be the literal translation. Or rather middle ear infection, I don't know. I'm not going to get distracted now. Anyway, let's ignore this pen for now. So this is basically just a ball pen that doesn't respond to pressure. So it doesn't get lighter. It's the same all the way through. So the first thing we could do, right, is capture the line of action as some would suggest. Actually, let me go. Oops. All the way through. I feel like this pen helps you quite a bit. Right, so this is the action here. Right? Line of action. Actually, this is a lot better than down here, but that's fine. Because this is just pushed upon the image. Right, so then here we have the head, right? And we mark which direction is looking. Then you could, of course, start going like this. Put forth like a larger knee here. And then try and capture the arm movement all the way to the hands. Probably wouldn't hurt to give this stuff form and just disable all reference. Wait, why are you not part of this reference? Sorry about this. Certainly very weird to get all of this stuff here going. Oh, there we go. All right. So, I mean, you can understand what the movement is, right? I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Right. Do something like this. The face would be a bit further down here and more to this side. This is a lot more difficult if you're holding your head to the side than I thought it would be. Damn. Of course the ear has to hurt right now. Okay, let me just sit a bit better here. I'm having quite a strong stomach ache today. Not too into that one. I mean, I guess this isn't terrible. I don't know. I should probably try drawing this one a bit more freely, where the flow is basically the only important thing. This is very difficult. I mean, it is, you know, if you don't know anything about drawing either way, but again, tilting your head while doing it is also not helpful. The issue is just with being a bit freer. I don't know how to do this. What do you mean freer? Do I now not care anymore where the image is looking? I don't know, would this qualify? Or is this just messy? I don't know, I feel like this would just be a bit more messy. For no reason. I'm not clean on it. Okay, let me try using this brush here. Kind of feel like I'm drawing better with this one. Maybe that's is it because it's a bit more forgiving in terms of the mistakes I make? I don't know. Is it because it reminds me of the traditional drawing style? Alright, like a traditional drawing tools rather. I don't know. But I can't sit like this. This is actually insane. I have to stand up, I think. Don't even know how long this should stay in my ear. But let me just fish the rest out. I'll be right back with you. Okay. Oh, this might have been a bit too loud, sorry. Yeah. Back is hurting again. Alright. Should I isolate this on a like separate image? I don't know. Hmm. I don't know if this is good and proper. The issue is just with learning art, right? Obviously, you want to improve, right? You know? I mean, this isn't bad. I don't know if I learned anything, though. I don't know. I don't know, man. Hmm. Anyway, obviously you want to improve, right? But it's not as clear how to improve, right? It's not like fastening a bolt on a car, right? Well, there's just only so much you can improve on that, right? You might be able to buy a better tool, but at some point you're like, well, this is perfectly fastened, right? And the level up, I suppose, would be like, I don't know, knowing how an engine works in detail to better understand, you know, how additional cylinders would affect the car's overall performance and like fuel usage, right? Stuff like that. But this is all it's pretty straightforward, you know? Not so much when you draw. I feel like maybe I'm overthinking it, and it is actually. Maybe I'm overthinking it, and it actually is just that easy and straightforward. I want to get better at drawing characters, then draw 15 billion characters until you're good. I don't know, maybe it is that easy, quote unquote, but yeah, easy. I don't know. I see. I wanted to say something else actually. Then I kind of lost the train of thought in the middle of it. This wasn't my full power. Anyway. Hmm. Ugh, sorry. Guess what I'm thinking about is I'm questioning to what extent these like very, they call it gestural, right? Gestural ways of drawing, say, a leg or something. It's, I don't know how to describe it if you haven't seen it. Like, but it looks. Let's say this is the hip, right? It looks something like should have started a bit above. Actually, let's just start like so. You have these like, I don't know, weird ways of drawing gesture that I don't understand. Don't understand why they're doing it. No, I can't even replicate it from memory. But it's like super gestural, and the gesture itself doesn't really have much to do with the anatomy. So it's, I don't know. Let's see. So something like this. I don't know how to describe this, but like the gesture itself has very little to do with how the anatomy is actually supposed to be structured, right? I mean, all of these drawings aren't particularly accurate if we're being serious. Hell, they don't even convey volume pretty good, or at all. I don't know to what extent the way you draw a gesture influences how well you learn about gestures. Like I'm a bit confused, you know. I don't know. Kind of feels weird, you know. Don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next drawing here. I'm kind of thinking isolating these, but you know what? Who cares? Whatever, whatever. I could also just be a bit cheeky here. Whoops. This might work out. Hold down Shift. And just shrink them down. A little bit of cheeky, you know? Why not? Nobody cares. Anyway. Right? It's like, whatever. Who cares? At least I feel like you can. I mean, if I may be so brazen and assert that I think this here looks better than the others. I don't know. Something about not trying this wave thing here for the legs is kind of helpful. Although I certainly could. Hmm. I don't know, would this make more sense? What was I talking about? I feel like I was just saying something. I don't know, let me just have a look. I don't know, I mean, I guess drawing with volume could help. Should I try? I guess I should try going from a sketch here, because this might actually be what's influencing my decision now in terms of what type of gestural style I should adopt without having to, make a decision every time. So basically, what I'm debating now in my head without telling you is just which way of drawing. Let me just keep this actually for now. As in either this way, like more of a stick figure, bare bone, only capture the energy type of way, right? Or this more capture the volume. Because if you look, I'm not really capturing much of the energy here. I feel like it got lost in the pursuit of encapsulating the form. And I'm just debating if I should make a difference here. Different style of drawing gesture, depending on the need. Or just adopting rather one particular style and just steamroll everything with that one. I don't know. Depends on how well I mean, ugh, terrible. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know, is it the confidence of my lines that's kind of like hindering me here? Maybe I should just accept that they are terrible, not try to correct them too much. Would that help? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's the confidence in my lines. I don't know. But like drawing like this is fine too, I feel like. There's so much so much variation and possibility in just art. Anyway, I'm still sticking to my objective beauty standard though. I very much believe it. Hmm. Hmm. Alright. I'm wasting time. Alright, okay. Interesting how I remembered this one here. Let me just remove this. Let's just move on. I mean, I don't just want to... I think that's what I wanted to say earlier. I don't just want to go on autopilot and just draw, right? What feels good, quote unquote. Right? You want to balance this stuff. For obvious reasons. You don't just want to draw things that make you feel like you're a good artist. Because perhaps you just aren't. And that feeling is perfectly valid. And that it tells you to either hurry the fuck up and get real or fuck off. Right? Maybe this was what I wanted to say. Kind of debating in my head whether it was. Kind of feel like it was, kind of feel like it wasn't. Yeah, man. Dementia is one hell of a drug. Anyway, I've been watching a bit of Smallville. Very disappointed. Kind of feels like as soon as like the female doctor, Helen, I think was her name, like episode what, 7, season 2 or something, maybe episode 6. As soon as she joined the show, it just rapidly declined in quality. You know? Which is really sad. I enjoyed a bit of backstory on Superman. The first season was perfectly fine, you know? It was good. And then, I don't know, they had a bunch of aneurysms or something. Not too sure about it. Maybe I'm just imagining things, I don't know. certainly took a poor turn, and I'm not sure if I should keep on watching. Kind of feel like it will just only keep getting worse. Yeah, I'll probably drop it or something. Excuse my yawning. I mean, this isn't bad. This is kind of like what artists better than me draw like, I feel. This type of stuff here. They don't care too much about the anatomy when they draw this stuff here. They just shorten it as, okay, this is a line, this is a line. I don't know, maybe I'm imagining things. I feel like I've seen a bunch of people doing it like this. A bunch of people doing it like this. Can still do this. Almost, at least. Anyway. Disqualify. What's the biohazard sign? Oh, I'm so tired. Biohazard sign. I feel like there's like a dot in the middle. No, wait, what? Yes, it's just a flower all along. Biohazard. What was it? I mean, let me check. Biohazard. I don't mean Resident Evil. I'm kind of in the wrong direction. Yes. Right. It's basically what? This. And then what? Right, and then it's just opened. It's basically just 3 or 4 circles that I can't draw for the life of me. For the life of myself. What? Whoops. Biohazard. Resident Evil Biohazard. I think that was 7, right? Was it? I feel like it was. Resident Evil Biohazard is Resident Evil 7, yes. Right. I remember the media buzz around the game. Holy shit, that was 2017? What? Oh my lord. What? That was 2017. Am I retarded or something? I feel like I lost the majority of the past 10 years in terms of memories. What the hell? What? Biohazard was before I was playing The Witcher? The fuck? This isn't too bad. Let me try capturing like the energy though. So maybe we have a. I guess you could make this your line of action. Would that fit? I mean, I don't know. Do you do line of actions like this? Kind of feel like it should be simpler. Then again, it might just be this actually. This might be more of the line of action here, just from this foot to the other. So like this, right? So this here being the most prominent thing you would immediately notice, right? In the pose, as was this. Like this, at least for me, right? This entire backwards C motion. I'm not taking too much time to think about certain aspects of drawing. I feel like sometimes I draw better. Although this is not better. This is very terribly, terribly trash. Anyway. Let me move this here, please, if you don't mind. Swoop. And then we move it down here. And then we shrink it. Alright. Let me... Sorry. Look at this pose a bit more. Okay. Maybe I should just try... No. The proportion isn't working here. It's looking very wrong here. I'm having a hard time giving volume to my gesture. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just having a hard time drawing a gesture at all. I suppose that is actually the more accurate assertion here. It's not like I draw any better. If I didn't draw a gesture. leg's hurting. Really not feeling it today. At all. God damn! Sorry about that one. Excuse-moi. Excuse-moi. Did not intend to blow your ears out. Oof. This is agitating me right now. The pain in my leg, my ear that's hurting, my eyes, the desk that's way too high up because I'm too retarded to actually pull it down. Insane shit. Actually, legitimately stupid. Ouch. I feel like this new chair is killing me. So much stuff that's like just so many times I've had like a leg hurt or a knee hurt or like any part of my leg basically. It's just insane. Actually. Would make sense then that this chair doesn't have any bad reviews because anyone who's bought it and sat on it died. This is so just don't have the money to, buy a steel case or some, Herman Miller or something. I just don't have the money to spend $1,800 on like a fucking chair. Like, who am I? Retarded? Like, what the hell, man? Why do you charge so much? What can it do? Can I fly with it? No. You might be able to sit on it. Okay. Amazing. That's what I wanted, yes. Definitely. That's what I wanted. This is hurting really bad now. Oh well. Ouch. It's kind of insane to me. How nothing basically changes the further up you go with prices. You're still not getting like organic or natural latex chairs. You're not getting like premium materials. Still just plastic. Maybe some stainless steel here and there if you're lucky. But mostly just plastic and more plastic and then some more plastic. I want everything being plastic. I want something that's a bit more sturdier. And then they don't even ship with like high weight limits, Some fat ass like me actually has to sit as well, guys. Please. I have to sit somewhere. I don't want to lie in bed and just, be force-fed to death. That's not what I'm about. This is just... I don't know why I find this supposed to be this particularly difficult. But let me move on. I don't want to erase all of my mistakes here. Let me just move on. Let's do the line of action. A line of action? Actually, no, the line of action has to go through the spine. What the hell am I talking about? So it would be something like maybe this. Yes. Yes, now it's making sense. I've been misremembering what the line of action was. This looks a lot what I'm looking for. Let me stand back up. My leg is hurting too much. This is not fun. Ouch! My toes are hurting. Why is my toe hurting? You. Stop it. What the hell is going on today? Somehow worse than yesterday. Anyway. I haven't been doing a whole lot of shiori sketching today. Can I live without this? No, I cannot. So, how would it look like? Let's go to 100%. It's pretty messy here, I think, right? Kind of messy looking, at least. Although it necessarily isn't. So we're just gonna do this. How do you draw a skirt? So this would be where it would open up, something like this, right? Yes, this would be the motion. Let's try and keep that in mind. Guess I should look more at skirts. That sounds weird saying this, but anyway. Would this just open up more? I don't know, probably, yes. Let's just say it would. Because, I don't know. Would this work out? I don't know. This is now our stand-in shiori for today. Very disproportionately long leg. One in particular. Anyway. Maybe I do better with actually not being too accurate on any of this. Like I've tried a bunch of times. Actually, let me keep this, whatever. This is whatever. Let me keep this. Let's just keep this. Alright. Let me try this pose again. This time with the proper way of drawing it. The action pose. Action line, sorry. The line of action. Fuck hell. So this would have to be... Let me see. The contrapposta. Something like this, right? Because the hip has to sway up. Because of the leg being up all the way. And to be able to somewhat see, the shoulders would curl into the highest leg, right? Into the kicking leg, basically. Probably curl to the side, or I don't know. Something along those lines. Right? And so... What, disqualify? Actually, no. Sorry. Should do it like this. angles. I guess this would be this be correct? I don't know. Maybe somewhat halfway down here. Hmm. This isn't terrible, although it's slightly confusing, I guess. Not too sure why this is swinging along here. Maybe something like this. Took a bit longer. I would say 5 minutes. But I didn't look. It's not terrible. 3 to 5 minutes or something. It felt like that at least. Maybe it was 10, I don't know. Okay. I couldn't even tell you what I just thought about while doing this. That was weird. But it kind of looks good. I don't dislike it. Alright, let me grab you. Hold down shift. Hey. Slightly longer. And a bit wrong. This would be more correct. Because of the leg here. Actually, just a smidge more. To ensure, actually, might have been a bit too much. Right? This looks good. This looks correct. Guess this could also just shrink a bit more. Let's put you over here for now. Actually, let's put you just down here. No. Stay here. There you go. There you are. Okay, I can let go of this now. Can certainly see the progression. And I think I'm going to take the one I liked best and just ever so slightly make it a bit larger than the others. This isn't terrible. I've drawn worse. I've drawn worse, definitely. Kind of felt like an improvement on the others overall. Don't know. Maybe I should draw more quicker. Quicklier? More quicklier. 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 Guess there's a bit too much space here, but whatever. Whatever. Alright. Let's try the perspective ones. For this one, since it's not so much about flow and dynamics, I'll try a bit more box shape. Oh, almost lost my pen again. Or dropped it rather. Almost. Only almost. Okay, let me put it away for now. Here you go. And bit down. Thank you. Thanks for your cooperation. Alright. So this is actually not full body. I misread that one. Saved you incorrectly. But that's okay. Should probably make a folder for gesture. That's just like for this specific diary thing I have going on here. Alright. Hello. Sorry. Why am I not drawing anything? Am I blind? Oh, I see. Huh? Am I... What the hell? Anyway. There we go. I feel like the chin is here. A bit hard to tell with all of that makeup plus the shading. Alright. So this would obviously it's not perfectly well drawn. I feel like this is deceptive here because I can see both ears. So this would be a bit more head on than I think it would be. More something like this, yes? Then we see both ears, although they are slightly angled, I feel like. Kind of go back here. I don't know, it's a bit difficult. This is certainly looking a bit better, I feel like. Although it's not very clear what I'm drawing here. Sorry about that. Nose is itchy all of a sudden. Ugh. Let me just drink something. Oh, it looks like a room. Weird. Actually, kind of looks like a robot head. I don't know. Sorry about that. Hmm. Something about this is not working. Maybe I'm doing too much. Let me just... Or maybe I'm doing too little. I don't know. Let's just measure the end of the head here. I don't know. Doesn't feel like the face is this long, actually. Because this is the mouth, right? It's very difficult to see for me. Is this even... What the hell is happening here? Why this so weird, man? Where your chin at? Huh. Do you not have a chin? What is this? Huh. How dare you? How dare you not have a chin? This is so weird. Or rather, jaw, not chin. The chin is kind of like here, right? You. I'm drawing very, very poorly right now. What is happening? What am I doing right now? What the hell? What? Oh. Because I'm... Okay. I'm just standing very stupid. Very stupido. So now this is... You can see pretty much all of her bottom nose, like... Don't know what this is supposed to help me with visualizing, but I'm sure it is very useful and necessary to do. Yeah, man. That sucks. This is just eating all of my like stamina right now. Holy shit. I don't like you anymore. I move on to this woman here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's keep it simple. This is a massive block of something. And that goes something like this. The perspective somewhere back here, I feel like. That's a weird shoe. If you look here. That's a very weird shoe. Anyway. This is where the ankle is, right? So like right around here actually. Yeah? I think here. Now what is... No. It's kind of interesting how this all lays on top of each other. Maybe I should focus more on anatomy instead of this. Maybe just understanding how muscles interact with each other would already do me a huge favor. I don't know. Probably. Potentially. Actually, let's find the center here. Something like this, maybe. Then the hip ends here. Somewhat here. It goes like so, I think, right? Kind of feels like she's leaning forward with her hip. Yeah. You know? This is certainly a lot easier than the other one. I don't know, what would you call this clothing style? Does qualify as goth? I don't know. Certainly looks alternative. This is where the eyebrows are. This is where the eyes are. So she's looking down at us. Yeah? certainly feels like torso is moving in here. Or rather, her shoulders are slightly pushed towards her chest, right? So inwardly. Let me have a look at this horror. Okay, this is not particularly helpful. I have to sit back down again. I don't know if this... Okay. Let me just have a quick look at what other people do. How they would break down this pose. I mean, I know that Joe Mung, for example, is very loose with his sketches. And I'm not... I don't know. Since I'm bad at perspective, right? Coming up with a amateur that works good in perspective is kind of ironic and self-defeating, since I don't understand perspective very well. At least I don't have an intuitive understanding of it. Let me try again. Let's not get distracted by the curves here. We need to stay focused. Stay focused. Is this size flow square? Interesting. How's the head actually? Comes in like so, right? Then maybe something like this. And you have your jawline here. Your chin somewhere there, if you will. Jawline on the other side here, because it goes back, right? Something like this, maybe, I don't know. I'm just trying to think how to properly convey the three-dimensional aspect of this. Like in terms of gesture, right? This is pretty straightforward. Then you go like this, you go like that. Maybe put in this. Like, thank you very much. Right, maybe like this, something. Connect this up. Go here. Go there. Go here. Come back down here. Something like this. Then you maybe go for the arms. hands that somehow converge here. Shoulders that go there. This is even worse than what I just drew. Because now I've drawn through the entire form all the time. Hmm. Hmm. Damn. Oh well. It's not helpful. And my stomach is hurting. I really want to just continue, but like, doesn't feel like I can take a break when I'm streaming. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to revisit that idea. Maybe I should just take a short break. 2 minutes or so. And then just come back. Like Cece's doing it, right? Occasionally. I don't... Or is she only doing it occasionally? At least when she started streaming. I don't know if it changed. I haven't been following her specifically for a while. I mean, the group collabs are obviously something I would keep in the purview of my eyes somewhere in the general direction of where I'm looking. I don't know. It's just not helpful at all, I feel like. You know? I know a lot less about perspective than I initially thought, which already was very little, but apparently that's even less. Would drawing this in boxes help? I don't know. Probably doesn't help. If I had to take a guess. Man! Platform shoe. Right. Kind of feels like it's bending. I'm trying this. What the hell am I doing? This isn't what's supposed to happen. Maybe I should go back to doing primitive forms, huh? In perspective. This is feels like I've never even learned that. Probably because I didn't. mean, this is also three-dimensional form here. It sits on top of the other. But the question is whether drawing it like this is even helpful. I can't tell. I need emotional support, Shiori, here. Let me just draw. Make a new paint layer. Just support Shiori. I'm a man, I don't have emotions, obviously. Ah, man. Anyway. Oh man, this is a circus. Go away. Alright. Okay. Where was I now? Can I even draw a Shiori? I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I can't draw anything. And then other times, really, let's have a smile. Maybe I should do something like a chibi, huh? Instead of always the same. Maybe in a slightly different style too. I don't know. This is horrible looking. Terrible, terrible trash. Oh, I'm dying. Dios mío. Okay, I'll be right back with you. I'll do a short break. I think. All right. See you in a bit. Alright. Excuse me, short break. Alright. Okay. Anyway, I apparently can't draw anything anymore. If I ever could. That was a much needed break, though, I do have to say. How long have I been gone? I feel like I've been gone for 12 minutes or something. Very sorry about this, guys. Very sorry. Alright. Let's get rid of this, whatever this is. I don't know. Can't I just do this simply? Like so? Then we go in like, I don't know, this? Do something like that. Kinda looks like crony. This might actually pass as crony if I did this on top here, huh? Something, what? Guess I'm missing the this though. Emotional support crony, I guess. Oh, whatever. Hmm. Would this qualify? It's an emotional support crony at least? Guessing it does. Would, maybe. I don't know. does this qualify as? I don't know. Something else, I guess. Maybe this is people taking notes or something. I don't know. Hmm. Anyway. Do I really want to go back to this? Oh well. Kinda, not really. Could make this like a pyramid or something, right? Ouch, my eyes are hurting. Hmm. And always mark the bottom plane. Guessing then this is incorrect, huh? Oh well. Whatever. Oh man. This is a bit raw. I don't know if I'm having the mental capacity to do this every day. Maybe instead of just trying to copy this, right, and build an armature that way, maybe I should just take the pose, right, and just draw one of the Hololive girls on top. Probably Shiori or someone. Maybe Sissy. Maybe Sissy. Let me see. I think this video is still under shiorinsketch though, so. Yeah. I mean, this woman here kind of fits her vibe. Two colored hair, massive plateau shoes, or like platform shoes, sorry. Or platform shoes. Not necessarily the fishnet. I guess if we were to put a skirt here or something. For the good Christian, to protect the dignity of the good Christian Shiori. Unironically. But how would the skirt fall here? This, right, like it go along the leg, right? Then we'll cut to here, and back here, and somewhat back here, and then pressed against this. Certainly not the easiest way to draw anything. Anyway. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I drew on to support Shiori. That is not acceptable, even though I didn't draw Shiori. I should look at some more Shiori. Let me turn off the light here. Let's see. I wish to see Shiori. Novella. Shiori. Whatever. Let's just go Shiori. It's not exactly a complicated design, but something about it I just forget, get wrong, or just, I don't know. I guess I'm having issues with likeness. That makes sense. Being able to draw something to look like a specific person. I think I've been drawing too generically. So I'm gonna do something very, very evil here. Something truly horrendous. Evil. Oh man. Save image as. Just put her under gesture for now. Just so I can find this folder quickly. Insert this new layer. Below everything in here. Thank you very much. Support. Since I'm having issues with likeness. Alright. For Shorori, for some reason. Whoops. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, so this is more like inside the eye itself, huh? So the most important things in terms of at least anime, right? Is hairstyle and eye shape to get likeness, I feel like. If you want to do it like in a high quality way, I think. So this. Obviously, you can't forget the hashtags here, right? Kind of feels wrong. Am I stupid? Maybe. Very likely. Anyway, I've been rewatching a few VODs, specifically with which was, what was it, like the Yap Yap stream with the Holostars? Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Didn't think Ruse could out Yap her. Shiori, I mean. How could I possibly... She's more like one hair strand than her. This part here in particular is what usually gets me. Whoops. Like the long strands of hair coming from the back of her head or something. I don't quite understand. It's like finding the secrets of the base of the tail of some beast folk in like fiction. Like, where does it originate from? Kind of reminds me of Mushoku Tensei. Oh, let's get rid of all reference. Thank you. I mean, how much can I like pain layout support Shiori? I'm in dire need. Yeah, I guess, I mean, just want to see what you can take away and still be like, oh, this kind of looks like Shiori. I mean, the mouth gives it away. It's a bit more almond shaped, I feel like. The mouth and the eyes. This would go up a bit more, I think. Get over here. Superimpose. What? Leg. God damn. Anyway. That work? I don't know. It's like more almond shaped than I always think. You know? Shiori's eyes, I mean. Okay. This is definitely like a kind of overly excited crony, you know? I mean, just look at her eyes. About as excited as always, you know? I feel bad for Crony. Being basically the last Ian member of council, currently still residing in an English-speaking country, you know? So it's a bit more difficult, I suppose, to do off collabs. Kind of sad. Should I draw her ribbon too? Nah, I can't. I'm kind of interested in seeing. Ah, right. She usually has these like weird. It's like, what do you call this? I don't know. Sleeves? Gloves? Gloves on. Shiori, I mean. Sleeves is, I guess, more accurate. What do you even call this? Yes, very human design. Anyway. I'm done with practicing. I don't, you know, don't want to bog myself down. Only doing this for the entirety of my stream. Even though I'm reaching my limit anyway. No, wait, how would I... Let me see. Say this is the wrist. Something like this is the arm. And maybe a bit lower. Let's open up the hand a bit more here. What am I drawing here? No. I guess I could. Drawing to. I'm sitting like a gremlin again. Not good, not good. Because my arms don't like that. Nor do my fingers like it. So I end up pressing too hard on the tablet for some reason. Oh, I still have so much to learn. Which, considering that, you know, I've been actually quite enjoying this. It's kind of encouraging. Sorry, I forgot I was saying something. It's not my fault, okay? This chair is killing me. This is so insane. What the fuck is happening? I just want a chair that I can sit on. Oh, I just want a chair! I'm about to break it apart. I'm going to rip it into. Then I have no money, so to buy a new one. Oh well. Okay. Just have to sit differently somehow. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't had it for a month yet. Maybe it's just that I have to get used to it more. But kind of feels like that wooden chair I was using before is a lot better. It's kind of weird to say this, but yeah. I don't know what this is. Is this a hand? Kind of looks like a hand. Hmm. Looks like Harpus. Harpus Consortium. Kind of want to. You know what? I want to draw a hand. I want to draw a hand, but I'm too stupid to draw a hand. So I'm gonna look at a picture of a hand. Then try to remember what it looked like. Hand. I wish a hand. Give me a hand. I see. I see hand. I observe hand. Some people make it look really easy. Then you try it yourself and you always think you're retarded. You know, it can be so, I don't know, so simple. No, the chair's not supporting me at all. Man, I hate my chair. Man, I love my chair. This is a bit too far back. This feels like it's too far in the front. Can't do it right. This, whatever. I'll just stick with this. It's whatever. Okay. So I'm like, I mean, some people make it look like superbly easy to draw a hand. Right. So what? How long is the thumb? Up until here, right? So we do something like this. Then we have the knuckles here, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops. This is a bit. Maybe something like this, huh? This would probably be a bit longer, no? Hmm. I don't know what kind of looks crooked. Why your finger crooked? Hmm. Who make your finger crooked? I guess the lower part would actually. I don't know. This is kind of sus looking. Guys, she's just holding eyes. It's just holding a cylinder, guys. Calm down. Ah, right. She's just what? What's it called? The weird thing Liz brought in the VR, like thing. Yes, like the animal charity thing at the end with Mori, with Callie, Callie, Cal E. Is her Superman name? Cal E instead of Kal El. Kal El, Cal E. Hmm. Why can't I draw this? What the fuck? This is not what I wanted to do. Anyway, I'm leaving it here because yeah, we keep it like this. Nothing sus at all is going on here. She's just uh, petting crony. Good crony. See? Good crony. Anyway. Anyway. Nothing to see here. I didn't do nothing. Don't come at me. No. Kind of like this. Kind of want to make it look more like Bee-Boo. Let me look at Bee-Boo for a little bit. Just a bit of Bee-Boo. 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 Bom Bee-Choo. 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 What the hell? What? Bebo. What the fuck? What the hell happened in here? What the hell is this? What the hell is happening? Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this Guna bait here? How did I get to this part? What the fuck is... What the hell is happening? I'm just looking at Bebo reference. I click on a singular picture and the entire recommended just goes down the hill. Just immediately goes down the drain. Into the gut. Jesus Christ. Disgusting. Disgusting! What the hell is going on? It's a very nice maid costume, I guess. What the fuck is this? What the hell, man? What? What? At least there's Ada Wong. R.E. 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 This is... Okay. Disgusting. Disgusting. This is insane. What the hell is happening? Anyway, let me look at Bebo. Why did I even... Why was all of this in a search query for Bebo? What the fuck is happening? What is going on? What are the pebbles hiding? What is under that rock? Reveal yourself. No, do not. Actually, don't. Forget what I just said. Don't. Don't do it. Nope. Don't do it. Kind of looks like she has more like I guess all of them have bangs. Yeah, it's kind of like a theme. Now that I'm looking much more closely, the similarities are striking. Mita Bibu. Bibu Mita. Okay. Suppose I would have to give it a bit more color. I don't know. I mean, I want to develop this. Not really. I guess this one here would be a bit like taller, right? Maybe this is a bit too much. I don't know. I mean, maybe more like this. Maybe something like that, huh? I don't know. Is all of this always connected? Kinda seems that way. Sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm drawing here because I'm just trying to get my brain to not be as mad at me. People's writing fanfic. Yep. The fiction, her unparalleled writing ability is flowing out of her head. There is no tomorrow. I guess if I'm not taking it too seriously, maybe I need an attitude change, huh? In terms of like drawing. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to know this type of thing before you actually try it. So maybe I don't know how I could take this any less seriously. Maybe I need to take it more seriously. Beautiful hand. Hmm. 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 Maybe this is always sleepy crony. Always sounds like she just woke up, you know? Man, I miss Snot. Man. I guess they could still be, in contact behind the scenes, but I don't know. I don't know the inner politics of the whole workplace over there. Could all be smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. You know? Kind of want to try. I don't know. I'm just doodling at this point. I don't know. This is probably not. Maybe not conducive. I don't know. Sometimes I see this really weird, maybe not weird, but shoddy. I can't even say that because it's not true either. I'm sure you have seen some like Blue Archive um, compilations before, right? I wonder if it would be alright to play this here. Probably not. I don't know. The whole DMCA shit is just annoying as fuck. Anyway, there was like this. Let me see. I think I downloaded it actually. There's this edit I found. Let's see, tracks. Would this be archive? No. Ah, right. All my fellows. All my fellows. I hope it's not turned to capture this. Okay, no, it's not. Let me just check if that's the case here. Alright. I'll just make a quick snapshot, or rather, snip. Let's do a snip. Rectangular. Take this. Can I edit? Mode delay. Eraser. No. Send snip tool. Highlighter pen options. I'd like to remove the background, but I guess that's not going to be possible. Let's capture projects, art, drawings, reference, characters, temporary, capture. Anyway, I just wanted to give you like an example of what I've seen some Korean or Japanese artists do, right? Where they draw these. How would I describe this? Ugly looking characters? I mean, not even that is truly what I want to say. I'll just show you what I mean. Set as new layer. So they, draw these characters here. See that? Blue Archive, I think. Don't know. But if you like observe me, this is very blurry for some reason. Anyway, if you would just observe, okay, no, it's not anymore. Interesting. You just observe the line art here, right? This is very not prim and proper. This type of like free drawing ability, where basically your drawing looks like you don't care, but it's somehow still appealing. I want to reach that kind of level, I just can't seem to do this. I've tried a few times, just being like, oh, okay, so how does this look? So like, it's a very, there's like something like this, and there's like something like this, and then something like this, and a very like, I don't know. I just can't do it. I don't know why. I look at this and my brain just doesn't pass it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's funny. It kind of works, I guess. Kind of. It always feels like I'm missing something major. Something major here. I don't know. Something about drawing I haven't considered yet. Keeping me from. I don't know. See what I mean? Kind of wondering what makes this appealing and how I can also incorporate some of a lesson to what I'm trying to do. But anyway, it's part of an animation, so it's like, you know, I don't know, something I'm doing. Maybe it's just the tools I use. Maybe it's understanding I'm lacking. I don't know. Okay, let's see. But I think I'm gonna stop here for the day. I'll have a look off stream at some perspective tips. See if I can find some draw alongs or some interesting perspective in character design or just gesture. I don't know. Something about this is just making me believe I don't know how to draw at all. Yeah. I don't know. Something here. Something here is weird. And it's not the hand. Guess I should at least draw one shiori, huh? Let me draw one shiori. Why would I draw shiori? How does one draw shiori? I don't know. How does one draw shiori? Somehow. Kinda looks like her. Also, not really. I don't know. Where does the hairpin actually go? Because it's not. I don't think it's in the front here, is it? Maybe it is. So you can always see it. Wait. It kind of feels like it has direction in the sense of doing something like this. Maybe one more. Maybe I'm not drawing the lines long enough. Anyway. Why is she even looking? I don't know. No clue. No idea. It's like a generic anime character that's poorly drawn. Poorly drawn generic character anime. Anime character anime. Yes. English. English. What is the symbol she has around her neck though? I kind of feel like she explained it before. I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, it's actually in the front, slightly to the side, the hairpin thing. Hmm. 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 Also, her hair is a bit longer, I feel like, huh? Than I usually draw it. But it changes from the drawing to the drawing. Anyway, this is not necessarily what I wanted to make. Just kind of drew. Anyway, guess she'll have to be with us in spirit today. Terrible. Terrible drawing. Maybe. Let me try this. This is weird looking. Hmm. Whoops. It's a bit too much, but insanity. Bebo is being watched. I guess. I have a lot more to learn. Damn, son. Anyway. I kind of feel like drawing chibi of a specific character, or just small in general, is like a level of mastery in terms of being able to draw the likeness of someone. What the hell was that? You know? Kind of feels like that to me. Because you have to reduce the character to the most striking aspects. So you're kind of forced to understand what makes them look the way they do. So wrong. I don't know. Guess I have to look more intently at Shiori. Guess I'll do it. Unbelievable. Why do I have to do this? Terrible. What a fate. I can't do it. Man. Maybe it's just because this is wrong. I kind of feel like getting the hair down more easily. At least compared to yesterday and the day before and that day before and the day before that. Don't know. So like, I think what could help is just if you just draw an expression she would usually make, right, of the character you're trying to chibify, I guess. Ouch. Not quite getting it yet. I don't know. Maybe this will come with time. It just takes a bit to be able to do this stuff. Guess I'm looking a bit more at Crony and Bibu past few days. Well, kind of makes sense given their streams were just recently. I think she was taking a break or working a whole lot more because of FAS. So no wonder, it's fine. Don't overwork yourself. It's not worth it. As you should know, if you've ever looked at the Chumbuds ever, the audience is certainly willing to wait. How long has it been since Gura has streamed before she graduated? I feel like it was almost like 2 years where she's been very sparsely streaming. But, I don't think any true fan, especially not any of those that knew her before, had would have taken offense to that. They just want to see her do well. About to just draw her in a nun outfit. What does a nun look like? Damn. Something, nun, something. Well, whoops. Oh man, that kind of reminds me. I'm never getting rid of my League of Legends ailment. Brain rot is what I wanted to say. I'm recovering for the rest of my life. Man, not worth it. Doesn't really look like Shiori at all, but here. You know what? That's okay. We're learning. Maybe this is not a nun outfit. Maybe this is like a super warm, like, blanket wrapped around her head and body. Right here are her hands. Like a grandma. Sitting next to some, I don't know, fireplace. I don't know. Egg. Very egg-shaped. Can I do a Gura? See if I can do a Gura. I kind of want to do a Gura. So what defines a Gura? Right? A Gar. A Gar. A Gar Gura. There we go. I did it. This is Gargura. This is the eyes. And this is the mouth, and this is like her hoodie. Ah, yes. Wait, what did her hair look like? Oh, goddamn. I don't remember. What does make a gargoyle? Gur. Goomba. Gubba-bum. Gubba-boomba. Goombus. Goomba. Goombakura. Gorombus. Gorombus. Ah, right. Right, the pigtails. Right. The pigtails with the little mark. Kinda. Kinda the pigtails. Kinda. Kinda. More like the coloring, I think. More than anything, it's the color. Although the open eyes are also pretty characteristic of her. Very classic styled. It's oh, holy lord, what the hell was that? What the hell is going on? I think it's time. I think it's time to stop streaming. It's kind of getting to the point where it's a bit not so good. Hmm. What is this? I don't know. It's Blub. What's his name? Blub? Blub, Blub, Blub. I think Blub. No. Blub, Blub, Blub. No. No. Wait, what was his name? I'm kinda retarded. What was her companion shark? Guru. What was her shark called? Tell me right now. Garar. Garar. Hmm. 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 Man, it's so amazing. Reading some of the stuff. 20th of June. Appearance. Where is her companion shark? What's it called? Hmm. Bloop. Oh, fuck hell. That took way too long. You know what? We'll do a bloop. Was what I wanted to do with this little scribble here. What would you see? Let me see this. Let me just. Yes. Blub. Pretty easy, actually. I said right before failing miserably. Actually, I guess he's happier. Even if he's alone now, somewhere in the water, riding on some wave with his little. Right, this is not quite right. Need a bit more bend in this here, I think. Maybe like so. It's kind of. I don't know. Huh? Wait. Let me pull this down here. Actually, let's do it like so. Oh man. Little tin can. Little tin. I actually had feet too. A little bit of a chonker. Where the chonker at? Words. It is what it is. Kind of looks like a dinosaur. Does he have like eyebrows? He looks like a menace. No, he don't. Actually. No, he do not. I feel like he has like some sort of arms, no? Maybe this is enough. I mean, not really, but kind of looks like he has arms. Kind of. Kind of looks like he has some. Blub. Hanging out somewhere. I don't know. Sure, he's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna save this now. And I'll end stream. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for coming by. And yes, prayers for Bloop, I guess. I don't know. Fins up for Bloop. Have a nice evening, morning, night, and I'll see you around, I hope.